Boom, coming in hot on a Wednesday. What's up, brother? How we doing, Chinchy?
We're good, man. We got a lot of momentum after that Will Clark interview yesterday.
Bro, dude, I don't know about you. I was exhausted after that. I had so much adrenaline going from just how awesome he is and like how much I love him.
Yeah.
And I thought the interview was incredible.
It was great. He's so cool. What a nice guy too. But you can tell, don't mess with him, man. Don't mess with that guy.
I still love the story when he slid past Ozzy and them and Kendo, and he was talking about Vince Coleman the day before, and you go back and watch that video. It's incredible, dude. I mean, he slides like 10 feet past the base.
Yeah, it was awesome. And then his Ricky Henderson story.
So great.
Yeah. Apologies to our YouTube fans. The show was so long and we had 3 guests, so it took me a long time to upload it to the site. But it's there.
Bro. It's up there today. Go watch. If you haven't watched the Will Clark episode, you should watch it.
Please do.
He's such a savage that he held his phone the whole time in the dugout for 1 hour, just switching hands.
And did like a demo with his other hand at one point. Those are freaking awesome.
That reminds me, dude, the time I was on the McAfee show, I was switching hands and like literally almost my shoulders were dying after 20 minutes. And I was thinking, man, look at the thrill, baby. The thrill 1 hour. He doesn't care.
No complaints.
Hasn't complained once, you know?
That's amazing.
Jeez.
Hey, dude, we get a new, I don't want to call it a new rivalry going in Major League Baseball, but how about a relit flame to a rivalry? This Blue Jays Yankees series is hotsy-totsy, dude.
Oh, dude.
Where do we even begin?
Pitchers are getting ejected. You know, judges, they say judges peaking, which he obviously wasn't. You know what I mean? He went deep again last night. The Yankees are playing some great baseball. So were the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays were playing some hot baseball, just swept the Braves. And then the Yankees come in, they take two right away. It's just, it's awesome, man. It's awesome for baseball. You see Schneider barking at Booney, Booney barking at Schneider. Booney got ejected the other day.
Yeah.
Herman gets thrown out of the game last night.
Somebody said, I didn't see this on a broadcast, but there's this quote where Blue Jays manager was yelling at somebody in the Yankees dugout saying, "Shut up, fat boy, shut up." Like, this is good stuff. And then Judge, man, dude.
Oh, man.
Judge is still, he's the Judge, man.
Yeah, you think he's the real deal? Wow, man. It's so impressive, dude. And you know, it's so funny. You Yankee fans, Chinch, and yes, I'm talking to you. You guys, as soon as you guys get to 500, you're like, oh, man, fire Boone. Get Cashman out of here. Steinbrenner should sell the club.
Yeah.
And here they are. What have they rattled off, 11 of 14 or something? Or they're just they're playing some great baseball.
Yeah. Your Cashman point is good, man. In the New York media, there are some dudes that wear him out. Like, what more, if you're a fan of a baseball team, what more would you want than what the Yankees do every year? Like, it's the most, I can understand why people don't like Yankee fans. Like, because it's like, God, Cashman's head was on a freaking, under the guillotine earlier this year already. Dude, Brian Cashman might be the greatest general manager or front office guy in the history of baseball.
Dude, he's been great. You guys are so spoiled out there. Oh, yeah, you got to win a World Series or bust. You know how freaking hard it is to win a World Series? You know how many things have to go right? I don't care if you have the greatest team ever assembled on paper. Look at the WBC. One of the greatest teams ever assembled on paper. It's tough to win ball games. There's other good teams out there. But at the end of the day, like, guys can't get hurt. You got to have career years by a few guys. Your superstars have to be superstars. You know what I mean? Your bullpen has to have career years. Like, it is so hard to win a World Series, but I guess when you're the Yankees and you've won 27, 29, whatever, there's 30 you guys have won ridiculous. You're like, hey, they just love to complain. You guys love to complain, Yankee fans. Just complain.
Well, it's not just reserved for Yankee fans, because my dear Mets fans on the other side of the town right now are acting like the sky has already fallen and we are in the third level of the pits of hell. If you're a Met fan, Justin Verlander, one of the greatest pitchers of all time, got booed off the mound last night, dude.
I know, dude. Wow. He gave it up. But you got to listen, if you're a Mets fan, you got to realize Verlander missed a whole month, and some, just coming back from that injury that he had at the end of spring training. So, yeah, well, I guess that's expected. And the great thing about Justin Verlander is when you sign in New York, if you don't get the job done, they're going to boo you. I don't care if you're in New York with the Yankees or New York with the Mets. If you don't get it done, you're getting booed. So, Verlander, hey, listen, just got a taste of playing in New York. And that's why I think at this stage of your career, you want to experience New York. You want to experience Boston. You want to experience Chicago.
Yeah.
You know? So
yeah.
He'll get it going. He was pretty nasty the time out before. So I think he's just getting his feet under him, to tell you the truth.
Yeah. Plus, don't forget, he's in NL. He's facing some guys he hasn't faced in maybe ever, right?
Oh, yeah.
For the first time in his career, he's faced every batter in the American League for 25 straight years.
Yeah.
Now he's
he's obviously had some interleague, but you're right, not as
not
consistently as he has the American League.
Yeah. Oh, I got some shadows going today. It's a sunny day out here. Look at me.
Hey, man, that means it's good. I just took a walk. It's beautiful out today, bro. You gotta be kidding me. Nice little breeze, about 55.
You took the kids to school. You take them to school every day?
I get them off to school. So, like, I got Jillian off to school this morning. I had to
What'd she forget?
Peel her out of bed.
Did she forget something? She's usually the culprit.
She usually forgets something.
Volleyball jersey.
Oh, dude, the volleyball jersey is the death of me. You know, man, we can't find it. I'm like, the only thing we can never find every week is the volleyball jersey. So she had it all ended one day when she had to wear her friend's jersey. That was an upper class, like an 8th grader. I go, I'm not. We can't find her jersey. She's like, you have to look for it. I go, we're done. We've been here for an hour. I go, I'm done doing this every week. You're gonna have to wear the 8th grader. I can't do it. Yeah, she was like, it was like literally like you were stabbing her when I dropped her off. I can't do this. I'm like, yeah, you can't get your act together, and ask them to borrow their jersey. So since that day, we've always found her jersey. You know, that pain of having to ask an 8th grader for a jersey worked out great.
Failure is feedback. You always say that.
You got that right. Failure is feedback. Don't lose your jersey, or you're gonna feel like you can't go to school because your stomach's turning because you have to ask an 8th grader for a volleyball jersey. Let's go.
Let's go. That's right. Hey, how about this kid? Did you see what this dude did in the minor leagues?
Yeah, Colt Keith.
What is that about? What do you got? He had a cycle with 2 homers, and he was 6 for 6?
Chinch, a cycle on a 6-hit night with 2 homers. 6 for 6, 2 bombs, 7 ribbies, 3 runs scored. Seawolves over Harrisburg.
Oof.
Number 2 Tigers prospect. Dude, they got some guys coming, man. The Tigers have some guys. Hi, Dolva. Hi, guys. How you doing?
Who's here? What are you
doing?
What's going on?
Cleaning. Hey, good to see you guys.
Do they have a key?
No. Oh, yeah. No. Dolva knows the garage code.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So we need them. We need them. We need them to clean up. So it's good.
That's so good. Anyway, have you?
They couldn't make it. They couldn't make it a couple weeks ago because she wasn't feeling good. So you
guys look like the Animal House.
Yeah. So here we go, dude. When they walked in, I was like, "Let's get it."
Hey, so when you went back to you had to do some minor league rehab here and there, or no? Never.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Were you that much better? Like when you went down, when you were like, "Oh, I see why I'm better than these guys." Without being like, I'm not saying you're being a jerk by thinking that, but like,
yeah. Well, there's 1 or 2 guys you see that like, okay, that guy's a shot to be in the big leagues,
right?
Or it's hard to get there. I look back at my career, dude. My Watertown team, 1 guy made the big league. No, wait. My Watertown team back in the day, 2 guys made the big league. Scott Winchester, Mark Bazinski. Went to Kinston High A that year. No guys made the big. Oh, Shan Perry, 1 guy made the big leagues, but he was up there for like 3 months. Mm-hmm. So 2 guys made the big leagues off that team. Then you start moving up. Double A, I think 2 or 3 guys. Jarrett Wright, a couple other guys. Then you get the Triple A. Now it's like guys are bouncing up and down. But from the low A up, not a lot of guys are making it. So when you go back down on those rehab assignments, there's always a couple guys you say, okay, that guy can play in the big leagues.
I asked that question because Gary Sanchez, like very under the radar, signed with the Mets.
Yeah.
He's currently 6 for 13 with a homer, and it's like, oh wow, okay, maybe he's back, but it's like you still got it. Like it's still the minor leagues, right? When Tatis, Tatis did his rehab or his roid-hab, his roid-hab assignment. Sorry, I get jaded by the roid. I think I get jaded by cheaters. Anyway,
I know.
I wonder,
you can't. At the end of the day, bro, the big league pitchers are big leaguers for a reason. They're just so consistently dominant, and they don't make the same mistakes that the guys in the minor leagues make. So when you go down on those rehab assignments, you're like, oh yeah, baby. You're going to see a couple pitches to hit, and they're not going to be nasty. And if they are nasty, those guys make more mistakes. Mm-hmm. That's the biggest thing. In the big leagues, you're facing the nasty guys. You might not get a pitch to hit, dude, the whole at bat.
Yeah, I hear that.
You're facing the guys that are maybe your 3, 4, 5 stars. You'll get a pitch or 2.
Yeah. Well, now speaking of big leaguers, it was a tough night for Kershaw because I didn't realize this part of it. His mom just passed away three nights ago.
Oh man,
that's what we were looking at. it's something about when playing sports and like family, when it's one and the same, right? Because you're man, how many times I would have never gotten to a baseball game as a kid if my mother wasn't there taking me to every single one. So we had a tough outing last night, but it's like there's plenty of excuses for that. It's the emotions, like you feel the person with you when you're like on the mound. I bet when you talk about that amazing story about your grandmother passing right before.
Yeah.
She got to see you play the Mets, and would you have like 19 hits and like 20 at bats against the Mets?
Yeah. No, it's true, man. Like that's a tough one. I can't speak on losing my mom. Thank God, she's still here, but Chinch. I mean, it turns your world upside down. I can't imagine taking the mound 3 days after, my mom passed, but it's it's a tough one. That's a tough one.
Yeah. Dave Roberts had some nice things to say after the game. But
sounds like Kershaw was saying he's so grateful for all the people that reached out.
Yeah. Sorry to be a Debbie Downer, but
no, it's
you know what
life.
it is too, because the reason I bring it up is because we were talking before and I hadn't known that, and we were like, oh, he lost it was like the first time in 2 years that he had a home loss or something.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, but you forget about the human element, that the people are human beings playing a game,
Right, exactly.
Anyway, what else do we have on a positive note?
Wait, one more Debbie Downer.
Oh, fun.
Kumar Rocker.
Oh, that's right.
Tommy John surgery was second pick of the draft last year with the Rangers. Was really doing well too in the minor leagues, but he tore his ligament in his right elbow. He's gonna have to have Tommy John surgery.
Yeah, we've reached a point in baseball where it's almost like. Franchise look at that, to be honest, almost like a blessing. Like, oh, he's only 21 and he's getting us out of the way. Like,
right.
That epidemic of Tommy John surgery has never gotten better. It really has never gotten better. We've been talking about it since how long have you been in Animal Network?
Yeah, 15 years.
For 15 years, we've never had the fix, the cure. We've never had it.
But you know why? Because this isn't natural for a human being.
Correct.
It's not natural to put your arm above your head and throw a baseball. I don't think that's natural. So there's just so much torque on your elbow, and that's why these guys. There's so many small muscles in your rotator cuff and all that stuff. I mean, that's why these guys have to be so diligent in taking care of themselves, especially with their shoulder, keeping that shoulder strong, so that elbow doesn't take all the all the abuse.
Yeah, that's why women, the softball players, they can pitch like 3 no-hitters in a week, because this is it's your walking motion when they throw underhand.
That's natural. Yeah, you don't see. I don't think I'm speaking out of turn here to say you don't see a ton of women with Tommy John surgery.
No, because they're doing a natural thing.
I wonder if we could start a trend there, Chinch. Why don't we get the first underhand pitcher?
That would be amazing.
And how many side armors? That'd be a great thing to check out. How many side armors have had Tommy John? Guys that are dropping down.
Great question. I'm going to do some research on that.
I don't think Kent Covey ever had Tommy John. I know that. Guys out there just dominating with his glasses on.
Yes.
Doing a math test and punching tickets.
Speaking of softball, I've been playing with my cousins, right? At night, under the lights, doubleheader last night. Bro, I need to get in better shape, man. I have quads. I thought somebody shot me in the front of my leg last night when I was trying to field a freaking ground ball in an old man softball league. I swear. God. I swear. If I were a horse, you would have had to shoot me at the end of the games last night, dude.
Oh, my God, dude. That's so great.
It's great, so though. Great. I mean, I feel like I'm getting I forgot.
Did you have any hits?
I had a couple, yeah, man. Come on.
Nice, dude. I expect that, though. You expect the hits, though, right?
You expect the hits. Although it's a little more of an arc league. I have hitting.
It's not easy. You got to match the arc.
The arc is difficult. You got to kind of almost have an uppercut, but you can't.
Dude, how's Matt doing? Your cousin, is he in that league?
He plays first.
Dude, he comes into my office and he shows me a swing, and I'm like, no wonder you played lacrosse.
Yeah, but when he gets a piece of the ball, it's.
Well, he's one of the strongest humans I've ever seen.
Huge.
I went in there the other day. I'm not kidding. Into the weight room in MLB. And he was. We only goes up to 100. He was doing 100-pound dumbbells for like 20 reps, and I'm like, who still does this, dude?
He looks like Dude,
You're 35 years old. Who still does this?
On the softball field, do you ever see that picture of Hulk Hogan when he was in 6th grade and he was like 6'2", and it's like the team photo? That's what Matt looks like on our softball team. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Dude,
my father-in-law, Big John Kanka, look seriously, he was one of the biggest humans alive. He was that Hulk Hogan picture in like 6th grade.
Oh my god, dude! But dude, he's like a cat over at first base, dude.
My ex-father-in-law, not my father-in-law, my ex-father-in-law.
There you go. Dude, Matt can pick it, dude. He can pick it. He's got a good stretch going. He can stretch at first.
Dude, does he? Dude, he's a good little athlete.
Oh, he's the best. First of all, I told him last night ago because he stopped playing football after his sophomore year of high school, and I told him last night, I go, you know, we should be having your retirement party for being the tight end of the Broncos by this year if he didn't freaking, because dude, he's the greatest athlete that didn't really play like as hardcore sports, you know, like he played lax, he's great at lax, but like he could have been the greatest. He could have been the greatest tight end of all time. I swear to God, he'd be like Travis.
Serious?
Yes,
dude, I believe it, dude. He's when I go to give him a hug, he's like, oh, I'm like, he broke a rib.
Yeah. He doesn't know his own strength. He's like baby Hugh. Anyway, all right, we got a lot going on today. You guys,
bam.
Hey, you're going to if nobody watched our show a couple days ago.
Yeah, dude, our Monday episode, if you haven't listened to, was great too with Dr. Will Davies, part of AHN and Allegheny Health Network. They have that Kai and Katie YouTube special. It's going to air, it premiered today, this morning, 10 o'clock down in Pittsburgh. So that's where I'm heading right out. As we get off here, I'm heading down there.
Excellent, dude. Tell him I said what's up.
All right, brother. I will, dude. I will.
All right.
All right, Chinchy. Have a good rest of the day. Everybody out there, thanks for listening. Join us tomorrow. Catch Will Clark yesterday. If you don't catch Will Clark, get a hold of yourself. See you later.